so tired when I stream. That's a bit low. Maybe a bit higher. That's better. If I wear it like this, do I sound too loud? If I wear it like this, do I sound too loud? No, I sound the same. Okay, I'll just wear my headset like this then. I need to get like an actual mic instead of a headset. I don't like wearing mics or sorry, headsets. They feel so much worse on my head. And on top of that, they give you like that headset dent in your hair. I didn't play this game for 2 days. Or sorry, 3 or 4 days. Because I was too busy making Honkai Star Rail and Wuwa grind videos. And I just turned completely fucking ass. Let me move this so I can read that better. I don't know if I want to pull for my day right now. It's kind of pissing me off. I don't know, like... I just don't like the direction Hoyo's going down. Like, why is his E1 and S1 that much of a fucking difference to his kit? Like, it's not like it just gives him extra damage, but like it genuinely changes the entire way you play the character. Like, I don't understand why they do this every single time. Oh god, not Fortnite? Hey, it's better than watching my HMC run around aimlessly. And either way, I'm just gonna talk about the same things anyways. Have you seen on the leaks on my day? Yeah, I've already made a video on it. I just don't understand why they keep locking like E1, S1. Like, it changes the way a character plays completely. It's starting to frustrate me a bit. It wouldn't be like, even with me skipping 2 patches, like, if I go for E1 my day, I'm just not going to be able to, like, get Caster's as optimal team, probably. Because I don't have Sunday. It's like, it's just a lose-lose situation for me right now. Like, I expected my day and Caster's to have synergy, but it doesn't seem like they're going to have synergy at all. They're going to want 2 different teams. Oh, you can't control him while he's in his berserk state? Oh my goodness. Are you like... Why? Why? What's good, Gabby? What's good, CJ? I'm just like... I just started up this stream because, like, now that we have, like, these My Day leaks and I've better, like, understood it, I'm, like, a bit pissed that My Day is completely different character if you get a Z1 and S1. And Casterus might not even fit with him, so I'm going to have to get, like, different best in slot teammates for Casterus as well. Like, at this point, it's just annoying. Like, it's genuinely frustrating for me. Yeah. I just hit Grandmaster on Marvel Rivals. Nice, man. Nice. Good shit. I haven't even touched Marvel Rivals yet. Do you need My Days E1 if you don't have Sunday? My Days E1 doesn't have anything to do with Sunday. It's just that there are some questionable leaks that Casterus doesn't have synergy with My Day, and instead that she's like a self-sustaining DPS who you want to run triple support on. And the specific triple support that was mentioned was Remembrance MC, Robin, and Sunday. So that would mean I have to get My Day. He's probably going to get a best in slot teammate somewhere down the patches because there's just no one who's a best in slot teammate for My Day currently. Like, nothing. There isn't a single HP support in the game right now. So I have to pull My Day, his future best in slot HP support, and then I have to pull Casterus and as well as Sunday. So I'm just stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Like, if they truly do not synergize together well, and I'm getting my Robin taken from my facial team, and I have to pull for Sunday, it just completely fucks over everything. You still streaming? This is gonna be a shorter stream because I'm just like bored. Like, I was gonna play Fortnite, but like, I'd rather just like free build instead and just talk to someone. I was showing in your chat earlier today about Luocha, but he's the only limited abundance I have. You think he'll be decent with My Day? I think maybe if you get My Day's Light Cone. Because My Day's Light Cone makes it to where, what's it called? Any healing he receives, like, gets an even larger healing boost. So we don't know the exact percentage, but that Light Cone should probably make it possible to run Luocha if I had to guess. I mean, I'd hope so. Like, with the Light Cone, there's no way, like, I'm not sure, right? Like, we don't have specific numbers or anything like that. We don't know exactly why it is that literally no other sustain but Link Shot can heal him. But we'll end up seeing, like, at some point or another why it's just that bad. But right now, it's looking like My Day's an even more niche comp than, like, Acheron in terms of, like, needing certain characters. And that's not a good thing. Because then, like, a lot of people are just going to wait for Casters instead. And I really, really want to pull him because of his design. We'll see how it ends up working out in the beta testing, I guess, though. I know, Ward, I know. But maybe My Day isn't too skill point heavy or something like that. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it is completely possible Link Shot's like the only sustain in the game that can heal him right now. Because the fact that he can reach up to 25k HP implies that he's constantly going to be getting drained for like a lot of HP. Like probably thousands and thousands and thousands, like over and over and over again. That's probably why Link Shot is the one who's needed. Here's my suggestion. If you're struggling to figure out who to get, pull the one you want. Yeah, but the one I want is My Day. And pulling DPSs on reruns is such a bad decision. Like, just look at how long it took Acheron to rerun from 2.1 to 2.6. 5 patches later, we already have like 2 or 3 DPSs that are better than Acheron. It's like, going for reran DPSs takes longer, and usually there's already been new characters who have power crept them. And like, I don't want to wait that long. I'm not going to hold you. Hello, what's up, random guy? I agree, Grizzly. I think that's just stupid. I truly, maybe I'm just stupid, right? Like maybe I just can't comprehend like Hoyo's thoughts on like his kit, but it just looks so incredibly niche and like hard to control. No, I don't have a Discord ward. People come in here and ask every stream. I don't have a Discord. No, it's exactly that, Zen. Like I'm skipping 2 patches because I want casters in my day, and now like it's not even sure if they're gonna have any synergy together at all, so they wouldn't be on the same team. And on top of that, I might have to pull Sunday for casters, and then pull the best in slot for my day, or like E1 or S1 for my day, to actually make him perform like optimally. What looks niche? My day. There's no HP support in the game right now, or HP DPS support. Like there isn't a single one. And it's looking like he needs like an insane amount of sustain. So Ling Shaw's like basically the niche pick for her to heal him. But he also looks skill point hungry at the exact same fucking time. So he's skill point hungry. You can't control him during his skill. He has no best in slot supports for him. Like, and he needs a specific healer. Like no other healer can heal him like efficiently, like Ling Shaw. Like he has a shit ton of requirements for pulling him. Can't control him. What do you mean? People are saying that in his berserker state, which is like his enhanced skill, like you can't control his actions, which would actually like it dead ass makes sense. Is the crazy part because it's like him going berserk, so you can't control his action and he just does whatever the fuck he wants. No, exactly. Link Shaw's like the most universal sustain in the game, bro. I don't have an issue putting Link Shaw on another team because I have so many sustains on my account. But like I don't know if I have to pull E1 or S1 to actually make him like fully work optimally. And then on top of that, with these new like speculation of Castress leaks of her needing Sunday and needing to run triple support, it's like I also need to pull Sunday. So I need to pull my day, I need to pull Sunday, then I need to pull Castress, and then I need to pull the new abundance. Back to back to back to back. Like what? Like that's absolutely disgusting. I might be able to do it because of the fact that I skipped 2 patches, but geez, man. Where's the source? It was on Twitter. It was on Twitter. I don't know the source. It's not a very reliable leak, but it is kind of holding up. I'm not like it makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. Source, trust me, bro. I mean, it could for sure be wrong, but here's the issue. Like that same leak preemptively predicted Castress and My Day having zero fucking what's it called? Synergy. Despite the original league team using My Day and Castress. And it's looking like they just aren't wrong. Like My Day's looking like a character you might want to run like double sustain on. So that original like league team with My Day and Castris doesn't seem to actually have been for Castris but for My Day testing. Because My Day wants to be healed over and over and over again with his E1 and S1. No, that's the original leak, Abby, but at this point, I think it's safe to say that it's a lot more likely that that test team was for My Days in his E1 and S1. If it was like originally in his base kit, it would make complete sense. Because with his E1, being healed goes into his blood pool, which allows him to go into like his enhanced state and get him action forwarded. So they probably had that in his base kit in the testing, and they put it in like an E1 instead. That's probably why they had double sustain. E1 Robin's already providing res pen like E0 Tribby. Don't know why Tribby doesn't buff. Yeah, I don't get it either. Like, we don't even have any leaks for an HP like DPS buffer either. Like, Hoyo has just completely refused to add any support that can help HP scaling characters, which just confuses me. Like, I don't understand why they're so against it. Like, you can make niche supports for Break, and you can make niche supports for Akron, but you can't make niche supports for fucking HP scalers? Like, really? It would have just been better if they got rid of the sub DPS capabilities that Tribby has and instead replaced it with like HP DPS buffs, right? Like the higher HP characters like max HP is, the more they receive like a certain amount of damage bonus from Tribby or something like that. Like that would have just straight up been better. Scared My Day and Rice end up in a Blazing Leo situation where their teaming together is best in slot for one but not the other. Yeah, like, I have no doubt My Day is strong. Don't get me wrong, right? I am confident he'll be incredibly strong when he releases, like even at E0 S0. It's just that he's so picky about teammates, and me personally, this puts me in a shitty spot because I'm really considering his E1 right now when I need Sunday and Casters. Like, there is a high chance that Castris will end up using Sunday at this point. Oh, yeah. I've already seen people saying that My Day complete. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's completely gonna, like, destroy Blade. Like, there's a reason why you need to sustain that guy so hard. 25k HP, yet he's still at risk of dying. Like, that should just be a sign that he's going to have insane HP drain. I think My Day might actually want to be the one that wants to run double sustain and not casters. Like, that's completely possible. Just swipe, bro? No, I don't want to, man. I don't want to drop like 260 Canadian dollars just so I can get one copy of a 5-star. It's just not worth it. And I'd feel like disgusting doing it. Celeron hunters keep getting power craft unless you're Firefly. I mean, Firefly's time will come at some point. But not anytime soon, because just now we're getting rid of, or going out of the break meta. I don't know. We'll have to see the in-game kits. I hope they put his E1 in his normal kit. Like, I think without the ignore defense on enemies, just the part of, what's it called? The healing, bro. the healing in, or the healing counting towards his blood pool. Buying Jade to keep up getting 160 Jade every endgame? Yeah. Dot enjoyers, how are you holding up? I mean, Dot is just in the fucking trenches, man. But bro, you know the new MOC is completely fucking bullshit when my Dot team performs better than my Facial team. Like, Jesus. I mean, you can if you want Abby, but you're probably not going to use her, like, at all. Like, Ruan May this far into the game is, like, kind of a waste of a pull. But if you like her, just pull for her, man. Like, if you ever ask me for advice, I'm always just going to tell you the objective truth. Like, a lot of people get mad at me for this sometimes. They're like, oh, have you ever considered if someone just likes a character more? And it's like, yeah, I have. But, like, the entire point of my videos is, like, pull value and the objective truth on who's more worth pulling for. Not fucking feelings and who you like more. Anti-hunt blessing really cooks a team. It wouldn't even be that bad if it weren't for the fact that you have to do like 200k damage to actually kill the Trotters. And the Trotters do nowhere near make up for the HP inflation. Like, for example, Svarog. Svarog got like a 40 or 45% HP increase. And killing a Trotter only gets rid of like 6% of his health. Like, the HP inflation and the Trotters nowhere near match up until you start to hit like the 4 or 5 cycle mark. And it just completely, like, it just makes it so much harder for Facial to perform. Like, we went from 700k health Howling Caskets to 1.2 million health Howling Caskets. So she can't even kill them quickly enough anymore. Like, I got recommended like a few Facial Zero cycles, and not a single one is sustain. And on top of that, not a single one is without E1 Robin. They're all sustainless, and they all have E1 Robin. I heard that My Day has 30k HP and he revives himself when he dies. According to leakers, it's actually going to be like on average 25k. Like, you can hit 30k, but that's like a bit of a crazy number. But the average My Day will probably have like 25k. What's wrong with the stainless? What do you think's wrong with it, man? You die if you can't zero cycle. That's how sustainless works. If you can't zero cycle, you just die. So having to run sustainless and on top of that need an E1 Robin to make the sustainless team zero cycle is a bit like heavy. MOC kind of sucks without an AoE DPS on the team. I took 6 kills, cycles to kill Svarog, mostly waste time on Trotters. Yeah, I took 6 cycles as well, and then I switched to my dot team, and my dot team cleared faster than my facial team. Like, do you understand how insane that is? How targeted towards a certain comp does an endgame have to be to where the number one DPS in the game suddenly performs worse than dot? Like, that just, oh my goodness. Oh no, it's alright, Zen. It's just that like sustainless runs are for sure fun and cool, but like if you do not have the relic investment and it's also requiring like high cost, like it's a completely different story. Like going from sustained 0 cycles without E1 Robin to needing sustainless and E1 Robin is like a completely just different level of investment. Do you think Remembrance MC is going to change the 0 cycling meta? Not really. Remembrance MC is good, but like he's not better than Sunday or Robin. I mean, in summon with a summon, sorry, with DPS, he is, but it's not like anything significant. If the thing with Castris is true that she's completely sustainless and runs triple support, then it'll be a different story. But like that's Remembrance MC paired with Sunday and Robin, so Honkai Sunday Robin, yep, basically. I think with Tribi, Feisha would do way better in this current MOC though. Like if you were to run Sustainless and like run Robin Tribi, like Feisha could probably 0 cycle it without E1 Robin. But Tribi isn't even out in the game yet, so like more units have action advance baked in their kits. DPSs in the future are gonna be so cooked for gameplay. Yeah. Yeah. But they're gonna scale it so mobs start becoming faster as well, probably, to counter it. Like characters become faster and then like mobs also have like way higher speed. Like that's just how this game works. In terms of investment, I might have to skip my day and pull Robin, just go all out for Casterus. Yeah. I don't want to skip my day though. Like he's just so badass. Like I'm sure I might be able to find a way to just make it work. And like maybe I just have to run a Casterus team without Sunday. Like that would basically be my, like the only reason I'm stressing right now is because there's a decent chance that Casterus ends up being on a separate team and wanting Sunday. So once again, I'd have to pull my day, then I'd have to pull Sunday and Casterus on the exact same half of the banner because they always rerun a meta Harmony who's good with like a new meta DPS on the exact same side. Like they did it with Fei Xiao, they'll do it again, right? So Sunday and Casterus on literally the exact same side. And then in 3.3, I think we're supposed to get Hyacine, which is the Abundance who will probably be best in slot with my day. So I have to go back to back to back to back pulls. And then on top of that, I also wanted Phanon in 3.4. So even on top, like I keep having to go back to back again because I plan to get Phanon this entire time. Zen, once again, like, it is like a weird leak, but the only thing we even have semi telling us about Castris was a leak that said Castris doesn't have good synergy with Sparkle, doesn't have good synergy with My Day, which is looking like the truth now. And then at the very end, they said that Castris's most optimal team would be sustainless with triple support, meaning she can like self-sustain herself. So she's an HP scaling DPS who can self-sustain. And her three supports that were mentioned were Remembrance MC, Sunday, and what's it called? Robin. No, Phanon is in 3.4, not 3.3, I think. Phanon has been leaked to run in 3.4. But in 3.3, I'm pretty sure it's Hyacine, which is the Abundance. The new Abundance that'll probably be like best in slot with, what's it called? My Day. Triple support without Sparkle is interesting. I mean, Sparkle is worse than Remembrance MC in a lot of ways. And she's just straight up worse than Robin and Sunday. Everybody already knows that. So... Plus, like, Sparkle... Oh, wait, no. Sparkle does action advanced memo sprites, but nowhere near the same as, like, Remembrance MC and the other ones. Like, every single other person on that team has 100% action advance. While Sparkle would only have 50. I just realized Noxa and Castris are the same patch. Yeah, Noxa's on the second side of 3.2. Somehow we've gotten a Noxus kit like damn near fully leaked and we still don't have shit on Castris. I don't understand why. Like, Castris runs earlier than, like, what's it called? The Noxa, by the way. So it doesn't even make any sense. Do you think the Stonehearts will have follow-up base kits? I don't know. I have zero clue about the Stonehearts. I haven't even thought about them. Even a free unit cook Sparkle. I mean, they buffed Remembrance MC's performance in like summon DPS teams a lot during the versions. And he can like give 100% action advance with like the Memo Sprites ability or whatever it is. So it makes sense. No amount of SB heavy DPS is gonna save Sparkle as Sunday. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know it's more expensive, but like Sunday with S1 is just a way, way better investment than Sparkle. Like, you get significantly better buffs and more skill points. It's like... Sparkle's just like falling off at this point. I don't know why people keep talking about her. Wait, I'm actually... All release Stonehearts so far have follow-up based kits, so I'm curious about units like Obsidian and Opal. Oh, I see. So yeah, so I think E0 S1 Sunday is stronger than E2 S1 Sparkle. So yeah, like I don't see anyone running Sparkle. I'm not gonna lie. It's not because of his Eidolons. It's because of the Lycone. And then E1 is just a complete fucking... Like, it's not even close with E1. Especially in a summon DPS team. I just, like... Sunday's Lycone is just so fucking strong. Like, I don't understand why, but, like, it's just so fucking strong. Like, his entire... Like, he isn't even advertised as, like, skill point neutral or skill point friendly. But, like, you get his Lycone and he does Sparkle's job better. And he just has better buffs overall. Yeah, I'm glad I saved so many souls from pulling Sparkle on her rerun. Are you ever going to make a Discord server? I don't think so. Like, I just... Is it weird? I don't want to use Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate using Discord. Or, like, any type of social media. Like, I'm an extreme introvert. I just, like being by myself. Like, these streams are mostly to just talk about, like, actual in-game shit. But, like, at the end of the day, I still just, like, never talking to people. Yes, literally exact same, Grizzly. Like, I have Twitter and Reddit literally only so I can, like, look up Honkai Star Rail leaks, like, once or twice a day. Like, the rest of my daytime, I, like, either I'm making videos or doing, like, a live stream because of boredom, or I'm just, like, doing my own thing at home. Nice, Abby. I have Sparkle E0 S1 Sob. Hey. Don't worry, brother. You're not the only one who fell for Sparkle. The Sparkle propaganda when she first released. I was one of them. That's reasonable. I use Discord to test leaks. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Like, I know a lot of content creators. Like, I feel like almost every, like, up-and-coming content creator I see, and, like, even the big ones have a Discord. But I just don't really care for it, if I'm going to be honest. Like, maybe in the future, if I ever get, like, really big, like, I'd never run it or be in it myself. But just as a community thing. But for now, like, not really. Sparkle was benched literally right after Robin came into the game. Yeah. It's just... My goodness, man. I had so much hopium for Sparkle when she first released. Like, I used to be the #1 Sparkle shill. Like, back in the day. Like, I genuinely argue with people under comments like, oh, what do you mean Bronya's better than Sparkle? Sparkle's obviously better. She's just a limited version of Bronya. I like... Oh my goodness. I was a shill. I was a shill. Although, to be fair, back then I was like a complete beginner to the game, so I just didn't understand. Like, I saw limited versus standard, and I was like, oh, it has to be Sparkle. No, literally. Like, the only time you'll ever see Sparkle being talked about is when they're, like, deciding, oh, Sparkle's gonna be meta when we get the next skill point hungry DPS, or like, oh, Caster says Quantum, maybe Sparkle will be good with her, and it's like, it's so bad, man. Isn't it insane that Castris has a scythe, likes butterflies, and is Quantum? Yeah, seal power creep. Bro, people have like the weirdest egos in this game over clearing better than like a limited DPS. Like, I saw what's it called, like a YouTube video of an E0 S1 seal zero cycling what's it called, the newest Farog side, and it's like, don't get me wrong, that's impressive, right? But like they were using E1 S1 Robin or E2 S1 Robin, I don't remember which one, and as well as E1 S1 Sunday, and it was like okay, man. Like the supports are doing all the heavy work here. Like they're the only reason she's actually able to like get a bunch of big shots off. Leaker said that her weapon confusing since she has a huge ass dragon. Really? I mean, she is a remembrance DPS, so she'll probably use the dragon more. But maybe the dragon's like an enhanced skill, like similar to My Day or something like that. Or like just the ult. I saw someone 3-star a while ago with fucking Arlon just because they had Sunday and Woeful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have two of the premium supports in the game, and then on top of that, Eidolons and Lycones, you can make almost anyone in this game zero cycle. Like, dead ass. Like, I recently saw a Blade zero cycle. Like, you literally using the exact same, like, Sunday Robin with Eidolons and Lycone thing. Like, that just goes to show that support's just ranking in this game. Started in 2.4 second half and nearly pulled Sparkle because she's a Harmony, but stopped myself since I knew nothing about optimal teams and shit. You're lucky, man. You're lucky. I got so much flack on my Sparkle videos. I checked it this morning because I was curious. Like, I wanted to go back and see just how bad it was. I had like a 60% like to dislike ratio and more comments than I had likes. Like, it was so fucking bad back then. I think even one of my Sparkle videos, I had like a negative like to dislike ratio. Because I kept telling people that like her pull value is complete dog shit unapologetically. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of these zero cyclers, they all have a fucking S5 dance 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 or fucking eagle set. Like they all have like eagle set for like 2 or 3 different characters. And they're just like, oh my goodness, the relic investment is insane. Like getting S5 dance 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 is literally harder than getting a limited light cone. Like that should count as one cost. I don't care what anyone says. An S5 of any gacha light cone should count as one cost. Yeah, Angel, it got so much worse. Yeah, the leakers did say that we're gonna be getting a lot more AoE content now. So they're like phasing out of the hunt meta with like Boot Hill and Fei Xiao. I've been playing since 1.0 and I still don't have an S5 Dance. Yeah. I for sure, like, I just don't want to pull on Lycone banners. Like, there's such, like, bad value. Especially if you lose. If you lose on the Lycone banner, like, jeez, bro. But, like, you're not getting any 4-star characters. You're just, like, getting a Lycone that, like, only one person can use. It's so much worse overall. And then you lose, if you lose the 75-25, it's like, oh my goodness, what a waste. It makes sense why most people don't have DDD. They upping on Lycone is waste due to opportunity cost. Yeah, like, I've seen more people say that the only reason they're going to pull on the Lycone banner is for DDD than, like, the actual Lycones. Like, the limited Lycones, more people are saying they're just going to, like, put a few pulls in to see if they can get out more Dance copies. Like, brother. Brother. Yeah, for sure, Jay. I'd recommend E1 Robin. E1 Robin is really strong. Losing the 50-50 expected, but losing the 75-25 is so soul-crushing. It is, man. Oh, that sucks, Blad. I started back at 1.0 and they ran DDD all the time. They probably realized their mistakes. Yeah. Like, it's genuinely like a huge event when they run DDD on a banner these days. Like, uh, this is probably going to be like HSR's best selling patch, like, in history. Like, I don't have any doubt. Like, people are going to pull for DDD. They're going to pull for the Herda. They're going to pull for the new Remembrance DPS. Like, there's also Fei Xiao, Robin, Jade. Like, holy shit. I'm really curious how much, like, the revenue is going to be for Honkai Star Rail. I'm pretty happy with 3.0 since I plan to pull Boot Hill's Lycone and DDD happens to be on the same banner. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty good timing then. I'm currently struggling deciding what I'm going to do with my day and caster's pulling plan. I think I'm just stressing too much at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a good chance that he just gets reworked in his beta kit. So that, like, he's not as shitty without Eidolons or, like, literally best in slot teammates. How many pulls you got so far? I currently have 78 on my HSR account right now. So by the time 3.0 hits, I'll have like 85 with 40 pity and a guarantee. No, it would ward. That's what I was saying in my video. I made a video saying like whether or not the triple rerun banners are good or not. I said they would be good if they always consistently did triple rerun banners. But like they don't. Like they don't give us a roadmap. They don't tell us if they're going to consistently do it at all. So that's the only reason why I haven't been of an issue with it. Because like let's say you're a free to play, right? And you plan for Robin to come out in like 4 or 5 patches. But now she reran within 3 patches again and you don't have enough pulls for her. You don't know when she's going to rerun again. Like, it's going to take way longer for you to get her again because she came way too earlier than you were expecting. And now you're going to have to wait like another 4 or 5 patches. That's the issue I have with the triple rerun banners not being consistent. No, My Day never had a summon unit, no. My Day's destruction. Only Remembrance characters have a memo sprite. That lion for like My Day wasn't like an actual lion. Like I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like his berserk state or some shit. I mean, that's possible, Buzz. It could be another Acheron situation where like they're really strong on release, but they get all their best in slots later on. It's good if the triple banner is consistent, but if they do it every 6 months, yeah, exactly, Jury, exactly what I was thinking. Because like people who have money, it's not going to be an issue. They're just going to drop the money and pull the characters they want. But free to plays are like, they're going to have to wait way longer for like certain characters reruns than they usually would have. No, exactly, Grizzly. Like that's why I don't get content creators saying it's being greedy. Like it's just not like some content creators are trying to twist it on the people like, "Oh, they're just greedy people who want to get every single character." It's like, "No. It completely fucks up when a character is supposed to come. They came too early than you expected. You don't have the pulls for them. And now, when you usually would have just had to save for an extra patch to finally be able to pull for them, you can't pull for them during that patch because they reran too early, and now you're not going to be able to pull for them for another like 3, 4, 5 patches as well. Like that's the where the issue comes in. Hoyu is great at baiting free to plays. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to make as much money as possible. It's some good marketing. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good marketing, but like, it's still decently scummy. But at the end of the day, at least it's not as bad as what Genshin players are going through right now. I need apologies for the Venturine bug. I hope they better give us a fucking like 10 pull. I really do not care. Like my March, like I have to spam the skill on my Aventurine. Like if you guys didn't see, I did MOC on stream. Like I genuinely had to use Aventurine skill multiple times because my March 7th wasn't getting the double shield that she was supposed to. Like she was genuinely taking damage and almost died. She was at like 300 HP. Oh yeah, Jury, 100%. We're probably not getting shit. At max, we might get like one pull and that's it. Like I have no doubt they could have fixed it by now at this point, but they're just waiting to do it when 3.0 drops instead. Like I just don't get it, man. I'm gonna say it. Robin will be reran again with no. That's I don't even think that's possible. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that would be possible. That would mean Robin would have to rerun within like 2 patches. That I'm pretty sure that's the fastest rerun in the entirety of the game. I don't think they do that. Like 3 patch rerun, 3 patch rerun, and then 2 patch rerun. Like that's just a bit wild. I could see Robin coming again around 3.4 on Phenon's patch though. Pulled him at the end of 2.6 and he hasn't been as good as he's supposed to be. What the fuck? Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. If Castros is gonna be slow, wouldn't that mean Sunday needs to be really fast, like 160 speed? Yeah, so the current speculation is that My Day does not synergize with Castris, so they will be on 2 separate teams. And Castris may be a self-sustaining DPS, who you run sustainless on purpose with. And that sustainless team might possibly be Sunday, Robin, Remembrance, MC. So, yeah. I'm assuming you'd run like a slow ass, like, what's it called? Casterus. So you could get as much crit rate out of the relic set as possible in the planar. And then you just have like Robin and Sunday and Remembrance MC action advancing you over and over and over again. But imagine if Sunday isn't her best in slot. I don't think literally anyone else could be her best in slot support or like Harmony. Like, because she's Remembrance, and she's likely going to be someone who's more reliant on summon damage than like Aglaya, who like Aglaya's more focused on her own character damage. Like, the only option for a best in slot support would be Sunday. Like, there just isn't another option. That's why I'm not going to pull for E1 Robin, because I'd rather prioritize getting like E1 Sunday or E0S1 Sunday, or even just one copy of Sunday. Like, that takes priority for me over getting like a Robin E1. Yeah, Sunday was literally like, if you really think about it, there's no way Sunday releases in 2.7, and even in 3.2 there still isn't a single DPS that can take advantage of him. Like, there's just no way. Because as far as I'm aware, we're not getting a Remembrance DPS in 3.3. And in 3.4, we're getting Phanon. And Phanon is supposed to be physical destruction. So, like, how long is how long is Sunday supposed to go without a best-in-slot team? Like, I think the longest we've seen a support go without their best-in-slot team is Ruan May. Because Ruan May released in 1.6, and I think Firefly came out in 2.3, which is 4 patches later. Aglaya likes Sunday, right? Yeah, Aglaya likes Sunday, but Aglaya doesn't take advantage of Sunday. Like, she doesn't take full advantage of his kit. Because Sunday gives massive buffs to the summon, but Aglaya summon doesn't do all that much damage. Like, the main damage dealer is her herself. So Casterus, who should be a mainly like summon damage dealer, would be able to take way better advantage of Sunday's buffs. Plan is to go for the Herda and her Eidolon, Robin Eidolon, and Tribby. Anyone think that's possible for free to play? A. We all have dreams. Some of us accomplish them. Some of us don't. Or I should say most of us don't, but you know, a dream is a dream. Eh? Go for it, man. Go for it. What matters is the journey, not the destination. So even if you don't achieve all of that, it was at least a fun journey and a good try. Yes, J Combats, exactly. So like what I did was I saw them rerun Robin within 3 patches because of Fei Xiao, and that made me think that Sunday releasing in 2.7, 3 patches later would be 3.2. And that would perfectly match up with Casterus's patch. So if Casterus is really like her best in slot is Sunday, then they'll rerun Sunday on her patch. It's really that simple. You did not skip Sunday, Gabby. Sunday skipped you. Hey, chill on me. It is true that I did pull for Sunday, and I lost the 50-50, but I still could have pulled for him towards the end of 2.7, but I didn't. Because I wanted to see if he would end up being good or not. Can I survive 3.0 endgame without a limited sustain? Probably not. Straight up, probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you could probably survive maybe a decent majority of it if you just, like, 0 cycle sustainless everything. But, like, the last, like, few floors, probably not. Unless you have an E1 Bubbin and an E1 Sunday. Then the sky's the limit. Don't remind me, jury. Don't remind me, please. In the entire history of this account, keep in mind that that account is literally from 1.0. Never gotten a single copy of Himiko. And then the second I use my express pass on her to get her for free, I then get her on the lost 50-50 for the first time ever. Like, oh my goodness. One point oh DPS are already showing their age with the power creep. Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think at this point, it's safe to say this might be a hot take, right? But specifically, right? Without E6S5 supports, and we're only talking about the DPS, I'm taking an E2S1 the Herda over an E6S5 Dill. And maybe even an E1S1 the Herda. Like, I'm pretty sure E6S5 Dill's damage is really good. But, like, every time I see an E6S5 Dill's damage comparison, it's with, like, an E6S5 Sparkle, like, full E6S5 team. But, like, if it's just him, I'm not gonna lie, he gets outdone by a lot of the new DPSs at way lower cost. Yeah, anime, it's not a fun time. Kafka still solos. Does your DPS have 10 billion bounty? No, they don't. Rip Grow Wang E6S5? Man, I don't know. Like, I don't like how Gaistaro's power creep at all. I don't like having to worry this much. Like, if it's Wuwa and Wuwa, I don't even have to worry about power creep. I just pull whoever the fuck I want. And, like, for Genshin, for the most part, it's literally the exact same. Like, the difference in Genshin is, like, clearing in 10 seconds versus clearing in 8 seconds with a new DPS. Like, I really hate Honkai Star Rail's character, like, power creep. It's really bad. And it doesn't look like ZZZ's going in a good direction either with Miyabi. Because she's just way stronger than everyone else. Like, that game's only been out for like half a year. I don't know how they can save Dot. They could easily save it if they just let them crit. Like, it's really just that simple at the end of the day. Add slightly better multipliers and allow them to crit. And they're literally right up there with everyone else. Like, when I used my dot team on the Svarog side, like, even though I was using an E1 S1 Ruan Mei, my Kafka was doing like 270k to 300k ults. So if she could crit those ults, like, it would be way fucking higher in terms of damage. Like, that would be doing like what? Like 600 to 700k if that crit. Like, that would instantly put them up there. I play ZZ and I can confirm the power creep is not as bad, and from leaks, Miyabi is an exception of the norm. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Cypher will make Dot better? I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see, man. They don't even have an excuse because the crit Dot is literally in simulated universe, so why not make it? Yeah. Like, they do have it in simulated and divergent universe. I don't know why they don't do it. Like, I have the Dot premium team, which is the best part. So, like, if Cypher actually ends up being, like, a main DPS who only replaces Kafka, like, I might even pull for her. Like, if it could make Dot crit in meta again. Like, I only pull one character, and all of a sudden my Dot team is viable again, and, like, every single endgame mode? Hell yeah. Like, I'd gladly take that. Should I get Robin or no? It depends. I could see them doing some sort of break / Dot hybrid. Please, no, man. Please, no. Enough with the break. Enough with the break, please. I've had enough of it. Not Kafka. First played with My Day. Now Kafka with Cypher. Wouldn't they replace Black Swan instead of Kafka? I don't think so. Like, Black Swan is more of like a sub DPS who like buffs Dot. But Kafka is like the main DPS, and she just easily just needs to be replaced. I'm not going to hold you. Like, what Dot needs right now isn't even necessarily a support. It's just, if they made Dot crit, it would instantly be as good as every other team in the game. Like, that's all they have to do. So just make a new DPS who can actually crit Dot, and all of a sudden you have a meta team. I don't think a support would change all that much. I have a break team anyways. The only reason I say that is because I skipped Fugue. Like, I do have an E1 S1 Ruan main Harmony Trailblazer, so I'll still be fine if I pull, like, any break DPS. But, like, Fugue does make a bit of a difference, especially if you want to run Sustainless. But I do have Ling Shaw, I have Ruan Mei, Harmony MC, so I guess. I'm just kind of sick of break stuff. I'm here to chill while I draw. Appreciate that, Soupy. Hope you find it chill here. I love water. Do you think Robin will work better with Big Herda than Remembrance MC? Yes. Yes. I almost forgot that. I'm pretty sure Remembrance MC got nerfed on the Herda team and got buffed in summon teams. And yeah, Robin's a better choice. Before the Remembrance MC changes, I think Remembrance MC was like slightly better than Robin. But after the changes, what's it called? He got worse. So Robin is better than Remembrance MC. What do you think HSR can do to slow down the power creep and HP inflation? Stop making characters that are 20 to 30% stronger than the previous ones. Like, that's literally it. Like, they have this... The issue doesn't only lie in base kit. It also lies in best in slot supports and Eidolons and Lycones. Like, they're making every new character just better and better and better and better. And it's so fucking annoying. Like, I just want to enjoy my character's design and, like, their playstyle and animations. Like, people would still pull for characters no matter what, whether or not they were meta. If anything, I feel like some characters would sell even more if it weren't for this game being so meta heavy. Like, let's say, for example, Jing Yuan. Jing Yuan is literally my favorite male design in the entirety of the Honkai Star Rail game. I don't pull for him because I know he's ass. Like, like, come on, man. Like, if it weren't for all this power creep and that, like, Jing Yuan could still, like, consistently clear shit without Sunday, like, I'd insta-pull him. He's one of my favorite designs in the game. But they have this obsession with just making every character newer and better. So it's just a huge fuck off. You're free to play? No, I'm a low spender. I buy the express pass, and every once in a while I might buy a battle pass if I'm really desperate for pulls. But it's not a common occurrence. Yeah, I really like his Lightning Lord as well. Like, in Genshin, you can save a lot of older characters because Genshin has elemental reactions. And in Wuwa currently, there's like 3 or 4 DPSs that are literally on the exact same tier, and the game's going into 2.0. Like, Honkai Star Rail could learn something, man. And another thing is, like, the end games, outside of HP inflation and mobs getting way higher speed than usual, like Trusting having 190, but aside from those two things, what's it called? Fuck, what was I about to say? Fuck, I literally just brain farted. I completely just brain farted. CC program early access should be tomorrow, right? A week before update? Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, end game being targeted. Like, that's another thing that sucks. Like, outside of the HP inflation, right? If HP inflation was literally the only issue with this MOC, my Facial should have been able to 2 or 3 cycle it, right? But instead, my Facial is taking 5 to 6 cycles. Like, on a part of me, it's also a skill issue. But, like, I literally, same amount of effort. Last MOC, 0 cycle sustainless, 1 cycle with a sustain. And the 1 cycle was incredibly easy and clean. And in this Farog, literally, this Farog, the only thing that changed was their HP and, like, the trotters and who it's targeted towards to, like AoE. And I'm taking, like, quadruple the amount of cycles out of absolutely nowhere. So you have a mixture of HP inflation and the end game favoring newer characters. What's up, Capybara? What's up, Dark? Special stream just to talk about midday? Yep. Basically. Though we stopped talking about midday a bit ago. Because I was stressing over him. Svarog came back for revenge. He really did. He's like, what the fuck? You're trying to zero cycle me? Let me come back real quick. Shows how easy it is to cook for devs to cook a unit into oblivion. Yeah, it's just so bad. Like, I hate it. I genuinely hate it. If it weren't for Honkai Star Rail being like the most time convenient gacha in the world, then I wouldn't be playing this game. But because it's so incredibly time convenient and I can literally auto everything, the power creep isn't too much of an issue for me. Because I only have to take like 3 minutes out of my day to do dailies. And even then, I'm not even the one doing them. It's a bot. Like, I'm fine with power creep if it's power creep, right? Like, not power gapping. Like, basically what Honkai Star Rail is doing at this point. But power creep, like, this is what I think they should do, right? Like, these big DPS drops, like Acheron and Castoris, or like Firefly and Phanon, I don't have an issue with them being like 15 to 20% stronger than every previous DPS, but make it only them. Like, you make it a thing you only do once in one row of patches, and that's it. Like, don't start making every single DPS try to make them better than Acheron. And then Firefly comes out. Try to make a DPS stronger than Firefly. Then Fei Xiao comes out. Let's make a DPS stronger than Fei Xiao. Like, I'm sick of that. Like, it should be like a one-time occurrence within a year where there's just one big DPS who's stronger than every previous one. And it shouldn't be by like an absolute significant amount. It takes like 10 minutes at most to do daily in HSR. Yeah, it's incredibly easy. Like, technically in ZZZ, you can do the dailies faster, but I actually think HSR is more time convenient because you can literally auto it. Like, completely auto. Like, you don't even have to be at the screen. You can, like, go downstairs, wash the dishes, fucking grab a glass of milk, come back up, and you're done. Yeah, that whole APOC mechanic is cheeks for anyone with break teams. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Apparently, Hule's not going to have a toughness bar, but I think if you break, like, his minions or whatever, it'll do damage to his toughness bar, so... I guess maybe Rappa would be good on that, no? Like, Rappa would probably be the best on that. ZZZ takes about 2 minutes for just daily. Yeah, I know. ZZZ's like the easiest one out of all of them. Get coffee, scratch. Yeah, the thing is you have to actually move and like put in some slight effort to do your dailies in ZZZ. While HSR is literally like the bot does it all for you. Why don't you try ZZZ? I did, and I quit it like a while back because of the TVs. I know they changed it, But right now I'm playing Wuwa, and I'm not gonna lie, there's just no way I ever go back to playing 3 gachas at the same time again. Like, that's just never happening. That was like the worst decision I ever made in my life. I felt like a slave to gacha companies. I don't even think I'll be playing Wuwa that long, but like maybe temporarily, but not like permanently. Wuwa was just fun to try out again for 2.0. I think sticking to one gacha game is just way healthier for me. The bot using an Akron ult on the automata with shield. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So fun, like little story. I put like when the MOC first came out, I put my Fei Xiao team on auto because I thought it was like I saw Svarog and I'm like, wait, this shit's gonna be just as easy as last time. So I put it on auto. I went downstairs to like grab a glass of milk and I came back up and my march was dead. my my march was dead and we were 6 cycles. It took my Fei Xiao team like 4 or 5 cycles to clear the first wave of the first side when I put it on auto. I was like, what the fuck happened? I'm planning on quitting Genshin as well. None isn't really for me, to be honest. That's understandable, yeah. I'd say Genshin is literally as bad as it gets. Like between the 4 games, like in terms of time convenience, I'm talking about HSR, ZZZ, Wuwa, and Genshin. Like Genshin easily is probably the most annoying to do dailies in, and just like grind and shit. Like you get half the polls all the other games do, and the game in general is just like way what's it called slower for doing daily stuff. The one upside of Genshin though is that like your characters do last pretty long. But then again, Wuwa literally has the same thing too. So like I don't want to be like a Genshin Wuwa guy, but like objectively speaking, Wuwa is usually what someone would prefer if they were new. What's good, Gabby? What's up, ASAP? Yo, Gab, catching you when you're online. Nice to see you here, Mouse. JowQ bot is the craziest. The AI won't press E when battle starts. Oh my goodness. Aventurine bot can be stupid sometimes. They always just basic or spam the skill, no in between. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Like I remember putting it on auto in Divergent Universe, and like literally for no reason, like Aventurine was just eating up the skill points when everyone had max shield. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? My Hu Tao still smacks after 3 years or so. Yeah, like I wish I could. Keep in mind, I don't think Honkai Star Rail is even 2 years old yet, right? Like it isn't even 2 years old yet. Like Blade is absolutely just hanging on for his life at this point. Jingliu and Dill are also falling off pretty significantly. I imagine that Jingliu and Dill aren't doing too hot this MOC. They really need to add good optimization for auto battle. Yeah, I don't even think it'd be that hard to do. HSR is only 1 year and 8 months old. Yeah. So by the time Castris releases, it should be 2 years old in 3.2, which is insane to think about. Like all this power creep and all these 1.x characters falling behind, and this game is not even 2 years old. I 3-cycled with E0 S1 Jigglypuff Sunday, E1 S1 Ruan May, and Gallagher on side 2 this MOC. Well, that's decent. That's decent. I mean, the E1 S1 Sunday is absolutely carrying, but that's actually decent. I wonder if there's any zero cyclers. There's always like some crazy zero cyclers. Like I'll get randomly recommended like Blade or Jingliu or Dill zero cycle. Like it's usually always super high investment, but like they're dedicated. Like they always, every single MOC they make a video for them. Gabby, don't let me catch you in my lobby because you would absolutely kill me. I'm not that good if you're talking about Fortnite. I'm a lot worse than some of my friends. Although they have earnings in the game, so. They have all relics at like 5 rolls each. Yeah, they've been farming the exact same domains for like half a year to a year. Like that shit is absolutely min-maxed. Like I remember seeing a video of someone using their Jingliu like 2 or 3 patches ago and being like Jingliu isn't washed, and like they had like a little like small section, right, for like 30 seconds at the end of the video showing that his relic set for his Jingliu was like a top 100 relic set in the entirety of the game. Like he had a top 100 Jingliu in the game. Don't forget about the S5 DDD. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, bro. I don't know if you guys remember, but Acheron made such a big difference back then. Like, I was seeing content creators, like guide makers who could never 3-star MOC. Like, they were like, oh my god, I got Acheron and I could finally, like, full clear MOC. Like, that's how big of a game changer Acheron was back then. Like, you pulled her and you could just instantly clear. Game is really geared towards vertical investment, but the issue is the new units are just direct upgrades of old ones. Yeah. Like, I just wish, right? Actually, no, I'm not going to say this. I just wish I could spend on E2S1 for every single new character. Like, I've said this before. If pulls weren't that fucking expensive, I would actually consider like an E2S1 every once in a while. But the pulls are just too overpriced, like by way too much. First it's Clara with Yun Li, now it's Blade with My Day. I mean, technically Yun Li could maybe be replaced by Phanon, because Phanon is also physical destruction. But we'll see what Phanon ends up doing down the line. Imagine I could fuse my Herdas together. You make like a remembrance big Herda, and like the reason she's remembrance is because she uses her small puppet as a summon. You just fuse them together. That would actually be a cool mechanic if they ever did something like that. That would be so cool, yeah. Only invest in Eidolons for Harmony units? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's aging pretty well now. Especially with like Sunday, that E1 and that S1 are like so gross. If I get like incredibly levels of lucky, I might try to go for E1 S1 Sunday, but I think E0 S1 might be the most I can do. Topaz and Nummy skill, but it's Big Herda throwing a spinny puppet. We need more diversity for units. Everyone is literally just a copy and paste of old ones. I mean, you say that, and we're literally getting like a Dill second form in a March. We're getting another Dill in March form later on in the 3.x patches. But I think that's just something Hoyo likes to do. I don't know. Yeah, the fact he might be uncontrollable is incredibly annoying. Like, I understand, like, it makes sense in lore and with that art of him going berserk, but it's just like, that's just gonna have to make his value go down. And unless it literally makes no difference whether or not he's uncontrollable or controllable, then it's fine. But, like, let's all be honest, that's probably not gonna be the case. Is March gonna be a 5-star? Yeah, I think so. The leaker said that like both of the like different forms of Don Hung and March 7th, like they're both gonna be limited forms, not like free ones or 4-star. So we're gonna be getting a fire form of Don Hung, and what would fit a dark March 7th as like an element? Nihility maybe? A Nihility March 7th? New March 7th might be Remembrance? Maybe. Quantum March? Bro. I laugh every time I hear like maybe a new character being Quantum, because every single time like the comments under the leaks are always the same thing, like, oh, Sparkle synergy. It makes me laugh thinking about it, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Wind, actually? You think so? Rise of Bono Quantum? I think so, ASAP, yeah. Or maybe it's just like a different form of March 7th that's like less like Paimon-esque and more just serious. Another Quantum DPS after Castris? I don't know. I mean, they're going to be coming like late in the 3.x patches, so it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I agree. There's probably a decent chance they're not Quantum. Paimon or March 7th, who's better? I've said this before. March 7th is literally like completely similar to Paimon. The only difference is that she isn't the one constantly talking in the main storyline like Paimon does. So people find Paimon way more annoying. As well as the fact that March 7th doesn't have as high pitched of a voice as Paimon. But like personality wise, her and Paimon are literally the exact same fucking thing, I swear to God. Jade was the only quantum unit for 2.x. Sparkle. Unless you're talking about like DPS slash sub DPS. Never mind, forgot about Sparkle. Yeah, all good. We all forget about Sparkle here time to time. Maybe because she's not consistently screaming at your ears. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying if they made March 7th similar to Paimon, where she's the one, like, in most of the dialogue in the game, like, people would think of her as just as annoying. But, like, I'm just saying, like, personality-wise, they're basically the same person. Sparkle, Trippy, Synergy, Trust. Oh my goodness. The reason why I quit Genshin was literally because I couldn't stand Paimon. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I'd always turn down my volume whenever I was doing like main quest, because I never cared for the story and I especially didn't want to listen to Paimon. Oh boy, can't wait to pull Sparkle. Do you guys think she'll ever get another rerun? I don't think so. Like, I feel like the only way is if they bring out another skill point hungry DPS, but like even then, it might just be better like to use E0 S1 Sunday still. So like even then it's like, I don't know. Why'd they make Rappa imaginary with that 0.5 break multiplier when they could have made her wind and made her way stronger? They don't want to power creep Firefly. It's really just that simple. They don't want to power creep Firefly. Firefly's a bestseller, so like her best in slot teammates will also be bestsellers. That's literally why. Like, if you think about it, right? Firefly benefits the least from Fugue compared to the other break DPSs, yet they still chose to rerun Firefly alongside Fugue. Because Firefly is the one who sells the break comp, not the other two. Also, if they make a new unit that much stronger, then that means they're going to have to scale like the big units like Casterus in my day a lot stronger as well. So then the power creep gets even worse. Like, the power creep's already bad enough. I don't want it to get any worse. Boot up Subway Surfers, please. Oh my goodness. I'm actually still using Sparkle for my Akron team. I mean, she still works just fine. It's just that, like, if you have what's it called, Sunday, like, literally just fully replaced. Isn't Rappa stronger than Firefly at a full investment team? I think overall, yes. But I think, like, specifically in this current, like, Svarog MOC, I'm pretty sure Rappa struggles to zero cycle more than, like, Firefly. I'm pretty, like, it's a sustainless for sustainless team. If we're talking sustain teams, I'm pretty sure Rappa wins. But sustainless, I think Firefly wins right now. But in terms of overall value, Rappa wins over both Boot Hill and Firefly because of pure fiction. I think that's how it's going, at least. Yeah, a lot too. I assume so. Blue Hill's good at pure fiction. Don't forget. Don't you need like Jade though? Or am I stupid? I'm pretty sure you need like Jade and Ling Shaw to like really make that work. It's good to power creep bad unit like Sparkle to bring older DPSs back, like how Sunday brings back Jing Yuan. Yeah, I'd like that. It would be cool if they made that like a consistent theme of making like new supports in the future that can bring 1.x DPS back. But like maybe we shouldn't use Jing Yuan as an example because he fell off like way too quickly, and he took way too long to get a new DPS. Jeez. Crack that Fortnite. I appreciate that. Oh, I forgot Fugue existed. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot Fugue existed. Yeah, Fugue as well. Blue Hill 40k pure fiction. My man saw the IPC enemies and was not having it. Yeah, Boo Hill's a really good aging break DPS at this point. Like he's really, really good. If it weren't for the fact that I want my day, I would have gone for a Boot Hill comp. But I really want my day, so. Oh yeah, Jane Compats, 100%. No, I agree. How can I cope exactly? Like they did the same shit to Blade, but Blade got done even worse. Like there still isn't any leak support in the game that is gonna make HP DPSs any stronger. And I'm genuinely like stuck here confused why they just refuse to add any support for HP characters. With my day being an imaginary, I should not expect any imaginary girls anytime soon. Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you were to just look at Aglaya's design, I feel like it would have made way more sense to make her imaginary. Like her entire like coloring is like imaginary coded, like completely. If we get a hunt emanator that wants all hunt units, maybe Fei Xiao would be good on the team. I don't think that'll ever happen though. That would be cool though. Like an Akron type thingy. That would actually be pretty interesting. Rappa is imaginary? Eh. 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 You know what I'm saying? Eh. A hunt unit that is AoE. I think that would kind of go against the hunt path. I don't know how that would work. I don't think they'd be hunt anymore. Unless like maybe with Eidolons you did like adjacent damage or some shit. Am I wrong or does Fei Xiao not have an Eidolon? that like makes her ult do adjacent damage. Or am I just confused with like my Divergent Universe Fei Xiao? Oh, E6 Boot Hill? Is E6 Boot Hill the one who does adjacent damage? Sadly, Jing Liu has the best design for me. Really? Really? Jing Liu? I'd say Aglaea's design is really, really good. If it weren't for the fact that she's the first remembrance in the game, I would have actually like considered pulling for her. Yeah, I think amongst the girls, in my opinion, Aglaea might have like the new best design in the game. Although personally, I take more of a liking to Fei Xiao, like, but I'm biased. Like, I'm just a sucker for like guns and like swords and shit. But like purely design, like objectively, I think it's Aglaea. Boot Hill has the best design male character wise. Boot Hill's like my second favorite. Currently, my first favorite is Jing Yuan. And then when My Day comes out, he is gonna be my favorite. Yeah, J Combats, exactly. Watch, a destruction will provide better buff than a harmony in the future. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, a Noxa will probably be pretty good for a lot of crit DPSs. Like, a lot of people are saying Aggron, like a Noxa. Like, I guess, kinda. But it doesn't even seem like she exactly applies dot. Like, all it says is that she'll apply something that'll allow enemies to, like... Or, like, she'll use a skill and then enemies will take more damage. Like, it's like her own version of vulnerability that scales off her attack. Like, I'm not even sure how she's gonna work. She seems like a really, like, general support. So I don't even think you'd put her in, like, an Acheron team. Like, you put her in almost any team where you're using a crit DPS. I keep forgetting it's a dude. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, yeah, Onoxa's a dude. I forgot. The leakers kept calling Anoxa a she. So I got, like, brainwashed by the leakers and I forgot it's, like, a dude. Wasn't Anoxa the dude with the random weakness implant? Yes, that's the one. Random weakness implant, enemy delay, um, like a type of vulnerability that scales off his attack. And I think there was something else that I'm forgetting. Maybe it was like defense reduction or something. Something like that. And apparently he's gonna act like a sub DPS or something. Yeah, apparently the weakness implant is like kind of random, but like, do you guys think, by the way, like this would be pretty funny, right? Do you guys think this is why they threw Silverwolf in the 3.0 reruns? Do you think they're gonna bait someone with that Silverwolf rerun and then Anoxa comes out and they implant weakness? That would be fucking hilarious. Dot players still coping? I mean, maybe. You know, they have Anoxa, they have Hyacine, and I think like 3.3. Oh, wait, no, Hyacine's the Abundance. It's Cypher who's supposed to be the Dot. But yeah, they have Cypher who might be a Dot character, you know. They have some hope. They have something, at least. It's not like Sparkle mains. Yeah, the cat's the Dot one, yeah. All we need is a RNG Harmony and we got a true Gamba team. Last logical reason to pull Silverwolf? Yeah. They're just rerunning her real quick in 3.0 before we get to 3.2 with Anoxa. Anoxa has a really good fucking design, by the way. Like, his design is really, really solid. But it's just that he's not a DPS, so I'm not going to fucking pull for him. Unfortunately, he's on the exact same patch as Casterus, so... You know, there's not really anything you can do about that. Silverwolf plus Casterus. Why do we already have a Noxa kit info not about Casterus? Bro, Angel, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I was talking about this right in the beginning of the stream. I'm like, first we have us getting a Noxa information before my day, who is in 3.1, by the way. And now we have, like, Anoxa's, like, damn near her entire, like, kit stuff is leaked. And we still don't know shit about Casterus, even though Casterus is going to be the first banner. And Anoxa's the second one of 3.2. I'm pretty sure at this point, like, the leakers are just blue balling us on purpose. You just realized that Anoxa's design is cool now? No, I've always known that it's cool. It's just that I've never given him any thought because I always decided I'd never pull for him. Like, he had a really cool design, but it's like you're on the exact same patch as Casterus and maybe even like a Sunday rerun. Like, I'm just not pulling for him. Do you play Zenless Zone Zero? Nah, I don't. I don't even remember my account information on that game. I might just start over again, low-key. So I can get, like, those new player pulls. In the future, of course, not now. Leakers already knew everything. They're just holding it. Yeah, I know. Like, yesterday, the leaker was trolling. It was like, I think it might have been Shiroha, which is the one who's been, like, mainly leaking everything. They were like, if there's no one else that leaks my day kit info, then I'll leak it January 6th or 7th. Like, what the fuck does that mean, man? Like, you have it. Just drop it. When do we get my day and Tribi leaks? In game, like a week. I'm pretty sure like 8 or 9 days to be more accurate. Like the second the 3.0 patch hits, or like a few hours or days before the 3.0 patch hits, is when we get in-game like V1 leaks. Imagine Casterus releases weaker than Seal. Would be so funny. It would be funny, but they'd for sure never do that. Trying to build notoriety, I think, to show they know what they're talking about. That does make sense. I'm still waiting for Phanon leaks. Those are pretty far away. I'm pretty sure Phanon's supposed to come 3.4, so it's not going to be for a while. Then there's that one leaker who literally posted a picture of Tribi and put a picture of Kobe and Yun Lee and basically told everyone to decipher it. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's 100% going to be applied to Sunday. I mean, Tribi is going to benefit Fei Xiao and like the Herda teams mainly. Like, those are the two main, like, niche comps where Tribi's, like, really gonna benefit. How do you even become a leaker? If it's anything similar to, like, manga leaks, like, these people usually pay people who work for Hoyo for information. However, I'm sure, like, not everyone pays. Like, maybe they're just, like, they have relatives or they have connections. But that's basically how it works. Like they just get information from an insider who actually works on like the department of a certain game, like Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, or Genshin, and then they usually either buy the leaks or they just have a really good connection and they just share leaks for free. For a lot of people, it's kind of worth it because, you know, some people want clout. And leaks is like easily one of the easiest ways to get clout or money. I heard that Tribi won't do much for Castris or My Day. Yeah, I've heard the same. Apparently, Tribi doesn't have much synergy with the HP DPSs, which I'm actually happy about because that means I can skip her. No, yeah, but the leaks I'm talking about is like the ones where they're speculating about like Phanon perfectly, like what banner they're gonna run on, like old like us getting kit leaks way before they're actually like in the in-game files, like that type of stuff. Like that's usually getting information from insiders, and once like a new patch hits, that's when you actually have the people going in-game files and making private servers to actually like test the kits. 3 streams in 24 hours is crazy. Are you okay, Gabby? Yeah, I'm good. Just a bit bored. That's it. And we're starting to get up and coming to the My Day and Tribi League, so why not? We're like on the last stretch. Only one week left, and then we have in-game leaks. The whole 3.0 for me is all a must pull. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There are so many characters I want. Especially since I'm getting My Day, I want to get the limited sustain whenever they come out. I want My Day, I want Castris, I want Phanon. Like, as far, like, that's all we really know about so far. Like, that's been my plan since the beginning. I wanted My Day, Castris, and Phanon. Or actually, I should correct myself. The original plan was Castris and Phanon without My Day, but then My Day got drip marketed and I wanted him. Depending on Tribi's animations and kit at the end of the beta, I will pull. Oh yeah, for sure. That's another thing people don't like give enough credit to Tribi for. Even if her kit doesn't look good right now, or My Day's kit doesn't look good right now, they can easily just buff them, like in the version changes. Like if you look at the big changes that the Herda got in her V3, like the exact same thing can happen to a limited harmony in someone like My Day. Like Herda turned into a completely like different DPS when that V3 hit. What if you see the drip market for rice and just lose all interest? You never know. Who, for casters? I don't think I'd lose interest for casters because I'm not actually like, I've already explained this before. In terms of like design, I don't really give a shit about casters. What I care about is the black dragon. So that's actually what I care about. Yeah, the Herda got buffed in V3 massively. Then in V4, nothing changed. And then in V5, she got buffs to both her Eidolons and her signature. So it was like, geez, man. I got Carlotta and 45 pulls. Are you proud of me? I am proud of you. Watching me, I thought you would have like taken like 100 pulls. I get people pretty unlucky. Fake collab is leaked to not be Remembrance Path. I mean, that makes sense. Because the leaked characters are Saber and Archer, and neither of them have anything related to Remembrance. Like, neither of them at all. She is really fun to play, Mouse. I'm not gonna lie. She is. Pull for Caceres, keep Dragon, and refund the girl. I wish I could do that. They are servants, closest thing to summon. Yeah, but that's different. Like, they'd have to have their master, but they don't. Like, it's just a character. So technically, they wouldn't apply to Remembrance at all. The thing that holds Tribby back will be her element. What, Quantum? Why does that hold her back? I don't even think it's the element. I just think her kit, like, she's a Harmony who doesn't really give all that many buffs. Like, as far as we know, literally the only buff she gives is 30% res pen with her skill. Like, the damage bonus and defense shred only applies to her and her damage. Which makes zero fucking sense to me. Like, that's the only reason why she might be, like, a bad pull. Like, they already said Tribby isn't going to do all that much damage. So why the fuck would they make the majority of her buffs only on her? Like, that ruins kind of the entire point of being a Harmony. Like, at that point, you might as well be in Nihility. The Caceres Dragon is just a PNG of the Minecraft Ender Dragon. Trust me, Hoyo's my uncle. Nice. Can't wait for the Herda to rerun when news comes out. I don't even know who that is. Tribby's a fraud. What if they want to enable triple DPS with Tribby? I mean, that's still not possible, though, because you still need a sustain. Like, you could run... You can now run, like... What's it called? Like, Harmony? You can run, like... Mono Harmony teams. Without much of an issue, maybe. If you get, like, good Elons on Tribby. Her res pen percent scales with her HP trust. That was, like, the one saving grace she had, Grizzly. But the leak said that she just has, like, base 30% res pen and nothing can change it. And then her damage bonus and defense shred, which applies to herself and not the teammates, is what scales on HP. Which is just incredibly stupid. So that means if you just pull for E1 Robin, you automatically get the same value as if you were to pull Tribby. The only difference is you can't attack, and Tribby can attack. Still a better pull than May? Even then, like, even then, I don't know. It just all depends on how much damage she does. If it's genuinely, like, semi-significant, then it could be really, really good. But if it's not significant enough, there's not really much of a point. Like, it's mostly just a gimmick for the Herda and Fei Xiao. I'm still pulling Tribby. I mean, yeah, a lot of people will still pull for her. Outside of meta, she actually has a really good design. Like, the fact that it's, like, 3, and, like, they're all, like, different forms of her. Like, that's genuinely actually, like, pretty good. Oh, I see. Dark. Jokes aside, her value is really low, especially if you have Robin. Yeah. I've said this before many times. Like, her best in-slot team in a lot of teams would technically be alongside Robin, because Robin's buffs would as well apply to Tribby, allowing her to do more damage on her follow-ups. So that's like the best case scenario, I think, is like a combination of both Tribby and Robin. Did you see a Noxus kit? Yeah, I did. Respin is pretty strong, so she will be top tier. I mean, sure, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Like Ruan May also has Respen, but her buffs get completely dwarfed by Robin. So like, yeah, I pull units for vibes, not really meta. So excited for Tribby. Yeah, people who pull for vibes, like I genuinely envy them, bro. Like, I hate being stuck with like this type of competitiveness, where I want to constantly clear the end game as fast as possible. And I have to genuinely worry about like pulling shit. It's just really interesting to talk about leaks and how strong a character is. Like, it's genuinely fun for me. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, Tribby's Eidolons don't even offer good investment value. Because literally all of her Eidolons are just self-damage buffs. Like, there's absolutely nothing that you can get in her Eidolons that'll make, like, better buffs for the team. It's only better buffs for her. Do you try to zero cycle? No. I did get like a zero cycle, 2 or 3 MOCs in a row since Fei Xiao, but that doesn't really count, so no. I just like clearing MOC comfortably, and currently I'm not clearing MOC comfortably. So yeah, I just need a upgrade in teammates. The thing that's really holding me back is my Acheron team right now. I have an Acheron with no Zhao Q. It is not fun. Like, Acheron against that True Sting boss on the current MOC would be a million times fucking easier if I had Zhao Q. Because those bugs take turns like every fucking second. Gabby's my favorite Zero Cycle. I appreciate it. I did retire. I don't know if you guys saw my video on my retirement from professionally zero cycling. So currently, I've gone back to like being a casual to give other people a chance. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Yeah, no, yeah, that's true, Cope. The issue right now is though, this current MOC took me exactly 10 cycles. 5 with my dot team and 5 with my facial team on True Sting side. I could have gotten 4 on the True Sting side, but that's still 9 cycles. Like, day 1 player, by the way. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, I just don't really have any good AoE DPSs on my count, too. So I kind of bricked myself with that. Like, I don't have a single break comp. I don't have, like, Rapper or Firefly. And then the Acheron I do have has no Zhao Q. So, it's just scuffed. I have Boot Hill in a dream. I saw Boot Hill Zero Cycle. That's Farah guy. I also watched that as it appeared in my YouTube recommended. It's just so ass. They ramped up the HP massively, so if you don't have AoE, you're screwed. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, it's really bad. You need 2 DEs for that Zero Cycle? No, I genuinely have no clue. Lately, when I consume Zero Cycle content, I already assume it's just that incredibly high relic investment. So half the time, I don't even like bother checking and I just watch it for fun and entertainment. Like, I can already assume the speed substats and the DDD is going crazy. No, I agree, Exodius. That's why I don't take people who like zero cycle on private servers seriously. Because, like, if you have a private server, you can literally, like, limitlessly test with multiple characters on extremely high investment. Like, a lot of people will do that and start to gain, like, a bit of an ego because they learn how to, like, zero cycle. But it's like, you're on a private server artificially creating all your relic investment. So you can just constantly test for, like, forever and ever, no matter what the characters are. Yeah, like, even a complete dummy, if they were given a private server and allowed to constantly test, like, different relics and, like, different levels of relic investment with different characters and different teams, at some point, they would genuinely become, like, better at zero cycles than the average person. Because that's just natural. Shows E6 with 95-200 crit ratio. uh, I mean, those S5s do make like a huge fucking difference in crit ratios for characters. I'm not gonna lie. Those S5s make a world of a difference with crit. I used Akron without Jiaoqiu against a bug and cleared pretty easily. DDD Sparkle carried. I don't have DDD, and I don't have a Sparkle. Although I'm actually glad I don't have one. Imagine when Tribi releases, instead of 6 Eidolons, you need 18 of them. uh, I think people would probably riot Hoyo Company. Do you guys think DDD was a mistake? I don't think so. I just think it'd make more sense if, like, DDD was just what's it called? Like, in Lycone banners more often. Like, I think that's like the only issue with it. Like, it's, you can literally call DDD the zero cycle Lycone. And it's harder to get an S5 DDD than it is to get like one limited Lycone. Yeah, like, DDD doesn't rerun that often. Maybe at some point they'll make like a better like direct upgrade depending on like the character. Like, I hope a day like that comes, cause then at least we'll get it more often than DDD. When was the last time we saw DDD in a banner? Literally zero clue. I have zero clue. It's been a decent while though, I think. Yeah, I always see HMC with DDD on break teams, bro. Every time. He's abusing the shit out of it. Let's see. Let's see. So the last time DDD reran was the beginning of February in this year, or sorry, 2024. So it's been nearly a year since DDD's last rerun, which was on Dill's rerun in, I believe, 1.6. So that's the last time we had it. It's been a long ass time. Like, it's dead ass almost been exactly a year. It's only a month off. I looked it up. The last time DDD showed up was during the first Black Swan banner, so 2.0. Really? For me, it showed Dill's banner, which I think was a rerun on... Wait, did Dill rerun in 2.0 or did he rerun in 1.6? I don't remember. But yeah, it's been a long ass time. Nearly a year at this point. Oh, Dill reran with Black Swan? Okay, that makes sense. So people can sell Sparkle, yep. Change of plans. I'm pulling for Robin's Lycone and praying I get some DDD copies. Hey, good luck, my man. Good fucking luck. I think the only time I ever tried to pull for a 4-star was Moe's. Like, on a banner. And I got incredibly fucking unlucky with Moe's. Like, I only got one copy of him. I still have Gwenknife in E4. I think I have most of the 4-stars in the game at E6 now. I got my Sampo E6'd. I'm only missing like maybe like 3 or 4 E6 4-stars. I think. I almost got 4 or 5-stars before even E5 Moe's. Yeah, like going for like a large amount of a 4-star almost never ends up going well. That is if you're like specifically going for them. The game needs more 4-stars, yeah. I will say the only thing that's like kind of beneficial about there not being too many 4-stars is, this is just me personally, right? Like, some people might prefer newer characters, but you get an entire pull's worth back if you have a 4-star character E6'd. So because I have so many of them E6'd, almost every time I get a 4-star, like most of the time I get an entire pull back, which allows me to get like higher into pity for a limited character. Like, that's the only thing I like about there not being that many 4-stars. Because usually it takes 3 4-star copies to match up to like one pull. Two new 5-stars every patch? No, I agree. I think it should be one every patch, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this game's power creep would be so much steadier if they just released one new character a patch instead of 2. Like, yeah, it would take longer to get characters, but I'd honestly prefer it that way. .6 only had one 5-star, but yeah, that's the only time ever though. Like, that was the first time in the history of Honkai Star Rail that we only had one limited in a patch. The refund is pretty good. I use it as a bank in case I lose the 50-50. Yeah. You know what okay, so I don't want to like do too many like comparisons, right? I'm not trying to shit on Honkai Star Rail at all. But Wuwa's system where you can get a character's like Eidolon for way cheaper in Coral is honestly a very good system. Like, it's the exact same as the Lycone system in Honkai Star Rail, which is worth I think like 40 poles worth of premium currency. It's the exact same in Wuwa, but you can get a limited character's Eidolons. You can only get up to 2, I think. So you can only buy 2 Eidolons and that's it. But it's so, so good. Like, if you save up enough coral, you can just get a free fucking Eidolon on a limited character. Like, I wish Honkai Star Rail would do something similar. Yeah, Mouse, exactly. Yeah, it's so fucking good, man. Like, it would make going for, like, E1s a lot, like, less stress-free. Or a lot more stress-free, actually. Like, going for E1s wouldn't be as bad if you could, like, buy them for, Starlight. They can't make a 4-star preservation. 4-star preservation needs to have a 5-star kit, or it's not an option ever. Maybe something like March, but better. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about March though. Like we need AOE sustains in the game currently. That includes preservation units. Like, it just has to be AOE no matter what. A sustainer who it doesn't sustain AOE is just a detriment. I'm not gonna lie. Fire MC, but viable, yeah. Fire MC was honestly pretty good at the beginning of Honkai Star Rail, though. Like, you gotta give him props. He was pretty strong at the beginning of Honkai Star Rail with his taunt. He had his time, you know what I'm saying? Avon only works because he has every quality of life a shielder can have. Yeah. And even then, my March is still almost dying because of the stupid ass fucking bug they haven't fixed yet. To be fair, she was only against Shepard. Yep. Back then, there weren't many options. Next 5-star shielder needs to have all of that too to be viable, yeah. 10 kill, perhaps with 6k HP, 2k defense. Nice. I still don't have any shielders to this day. I have double abundance, double preservation. I'm pretty sure I have Lingsha Huohuo. And then I have Aventurine Fushuan. And the only limited sustain I'm missing is Luocha. 3.x, March is gonna have an existential crisis. Hoyo better not fuck up her story. Hopefully not. I have some confidence. AM4 used to seem to be like a little more of a serious place slash storyline. My only 5-star sustain is Aventurine. Gallagher is carrying me right now. I mean, Gallagher is really good. Especially if you have him E2+. But I will say it's getting harder to sustain these days in endgame. At least at MOC. Please, Wuwa rerun in 3.1. I want E1S1. Really? Really? You want a Wuwa rerun? One Wuwa rerun in 2.4, right? With Yun Li. That was the last time. Which would make it like a 5-patch difference, I think. Then yeah, it's for sure possible. I don't know though, like Linkshaw's just a better best in slot sustain. It's for sure possible though, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I don't know who else they'd rerun. With like because of the triple rerun banner, like it's all fucked up. Like there isn't that many people due for reruns right now. That are like genuinely like semi-important to the new meta. So yeah, Wuwa actually has a decent chance of being rerun. Yunli or Zhao Q, I think. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, then again, isn't it more likely for Zhao Q to rerun on the second side with a Noxa? Like, that's just my opinion. I think it would make more sense to rerun Zhao Q on a Noxa's banner. On the second side of 3.2. But yeah, I low-key forgot about Yunli. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, I kinda forgot about Yunli. What does best in slot stand for? Oh, I just said it, best in slot. What do you think of the reruns next patch? The only ones that are worth it are Linkshot and what's it called? Robin. Those are the only ones that are actually worth pulling for. In terms of meta, I'd say the next two best options are Fei Xiao and Boohoo. Gabby, didn't you get Yun Li? Let's not talk about it, bro. Let's not talk about it. I lost a 75-25 on her Lycombe banner. Let's please just not talk about it. Let's hope Zhao Q rerun is soon. The E1's juicy. Hey. If I had to guess 3.2, I think 3.2 alongside a Noxa makes the most sense. Seal rerun if devs remember her. I don't think Seal will ever be reran. And especially like the moment Castris comes out, I do not see it happening. The more I play the game, the more I realize investing into your supports and sustains is more valuable than pulling for DPS only. Oh yeah, for sure. Currently, it's like Robin Sunday 100%. I think Sunday is actually maybe better to invest into in the long run. Simply because of like summon meta and his E1 being that fucking broken for summon. So yeah. I hope Yan Lee reruns. Can't wait to get her. Hey, good luck on her. I mean, she'll probably rerun. Yeah, 3.1 or 3.2. If not, she might be like the only 2.x character that doesn't get like a rerun. I low-key wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But, like, she could be the next seal and never get reran. Seeing Triby's kit, do you think she's a good pull? Me personally, I think Triby's a niche pull. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I agree, Ahmed. Exactly. I think the res pen is good, but it would only be like good if she still gave defense, shred, and damage bonus alongside it, because then it's justifiable because she doesn't have any action advance. So at least make her buffs like stronger than most of the characters in the game, but they're not even doing that. So it's like I just can't. Like, only in niches like Fei Xiao comp and the Herda comp, like, that's when it makes sense. Let's wait until actual gameplay? Yeah, I guess that's true, but, like, being a Harmony and literally the only thing you give is 30% res pen is just diabolical. Like, it's just diabolical, I'm not gonna lie. That guy going crazy in the background, he always goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie, he's going, like, a bit old now. Like, almost every single day, like, I don't get much sleep. Like, a big reason why I've been doing a lot of these streams is because my dog has been like randomly barking during the morning and the night, and I have like genuine sleep issues. Like, I cannot sleep once I wake up. So that's why I always end up streaming like incredibly early at times. I wake up because of the dog, I can't fall asleep. I'm like, why not just make a stream real quick? I thought this dog is at a hotel here. Yeah, he's very lively. Should be becoming a Sparkle 2.0. Such fate of a Quantum Harmony to be so weak. Yeah. Another thing is, like, at some point in the 3.x patches, we should get a new Harmony. Like another Robin situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe in, like, 3.3 or 3.4, we'll probably end up getting another Harmony. So, do keep that in mind. I'm only gonna start judging when we finally get animations and gameplay. I mean, yeah, that's for sure the best time to judge. That's why I waited so long for My Days leaks recently, and why I'm not making an Anoxa video right now. Like, I'd rather make like kit videos when their full kit is leaked, and then after that, it's probably just better to start speculating when actual in-game testing is a thing, right? Like, that's why I haven't made anything Castrus related either, because we still have zero fucking clue what Castrus actually does. Somehow, some way, we got a Noxa leaks before Castrus ones, even though Castrus releases before Noxa. Nice. Yeah, I think Hoyo's making an attempt to make a DPS Harmony character, and looks like Triby's their way to test how it works. Yeah. The only problem is that literally all the leakers are saying that her damage numbers are just not good. Like, they're only comparable to old DPS numbers. Like, they said this themselves. Only an E6 Tribby is comparable to old DPS numbers, which just isn't good. Like, that is not a good sign at all. Because if you get, for anyone who doesn't know, Tribby's E6 from the leakers is apparently that her ult does an entire 700% more damage with the E6. So that just is not a good sign. Are you gonna watch Caster's animation leaks or wait for the initial announcement for more hype? Like if you mean in-game testing, I'll probably talk about it. But I never really make videos on like animation leaks. Like when in-game testing starts, all I really talk about is their performance and my opinion on it. And like where they could improve, my thoughts on like their best in slot teams, their value. Like that's what I always do. But I never usually talk about their animations all that much. I might still talk about it though. Like I might like slightly mention it, but that's never like the main part. What's the point of being Harmony if you can only provide res pen and only a little damage? It's once again, like I said, like for niche comps like Fei Xiao and Herda, it's like a big deal. Like it's genuinely a big deal that she can hit. But for like outside of niche comps, it's just not a worth it pull. So if you want to make like the Herda team like last longer or your Fei Xiao team last longer, then pulling Tribby genuinely does make sense. But outside of that, I don't know. But yeah, I always watch animation leaks, Jerry. Like every single time. Like I get recommended them by YouTube. Like I'll open up YouTube randomly one day. This is what happened to me with what's it called? Like Fei Xiao and Ling Sha stuff back then. Like YouTube knows what I like, so I instantly get recommended like the first leaks that appear. Isn't Robin just straight up better for Fei Xiao? No, so here's what I've said before, right? You'd run sustainless Fei Xiao and you'd run Robin and Tribby together. So not only would the additional damage by Tribby at least be semi-significant, but you'd also be getting stacks up really fast for your Fei Xiao. Because Tribby does a follow-up literally every time an ally uses their ult. So you use a Robin Tribby combo on the Fei Xiao team. Yeah. Or maybe if you run like a sustain team, you could possibly even replace like, let's say like Topaz or March 7th or Moze. If her damage is at least semi-comparable to March 7th or something like that, she'd probably be better to replace like March 7th with in a sustain team. If Tribby just had action advance whenever your character is attacked, yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. Like we were all speculating that, and then like it just didn't do that. Like they just completely removed it. That would have made her way better pull. Like I was saying this myself. Like for almost every duo DPS comp, or a comp where you have someone like Ling Sha who's constantly hitting enemies over and over again, that action advance like type of thingy mechanic would have been so good and so broken. Same with Aventurine and his follow-ups. She's the only limited harmony in the game without action advance aside from Ruan Mei. And like all of the newer harmonies all have action advance. Like Ruan Mei was the first harmony in the game, so action advance is so good in a turn-based game. Yeah, it is. I really wish they gave Tribby action advance. Yeah, Exodius, that as well. Like Aventurine would be getting his follow-ups off like absolutely crazy, so that would definitely help. The Herda team would have benefited the most 100% though. Because the Herda team has Link Shaw and the Herda plus an erudition. Like, and if you have Jade, like that would go fucking crazy. Like, that would genuinely go insane. Thanks for your input. I'm going to go now. See you later, Jerry. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice having you here. Wuwa may give speed in her kit, by the way, but it isn't remotely the same thing. Yeah, I know. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Seriously, the Herda team with Triby sounds like it's one move per cycle. Yeah, it would have been incredibly broken. I mean, even without the action advance, Triby is still easily going to be a best in slot for the Herda team without a doubt. If only HSR gameplay doesn't resolve around chasing a damn clock. Yeah. I hate it. I mean, there's no other way they can really do it, though, I guess. Like, I don't know how else they do it. Wait, so if I use 12 stack Fei Xiao ult back to back, will she trigger her follow up twice? Yeah. That's how it should work. Literally any time you use any ult, she does a follow up right after someone on your team does an ult. So you use Fei Xiao's ult once with 6 stacks, she does a follow up. Fei Xiao does it again, she does another follow up. Aventurine uses his ult, she does another follow up. So it's just like really, really, really good stack increase for Fei Xiao. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, more. Can't wait to see My Day getting Doom posted because, man, I love the Hoyo community so much. I really hope My Day's good, man. He's my favorite design in the game. I really hope he's good. Imagine if it was damage focused. It might be too broken then, I'm not gonna lie. I think the problem with making a Harmony too strong, where like they attack that frequently as well, is if it's like DPS numbers, then you can literally just run mono Harmony and it might be like one of the strongest teams in the game. Or the strongest team in the game. So they're probably just being very conservative, and that's why she's so weak at E0-0. Because if they were to make it like even slightly stronger, it might be like too big of a difference. Like having a Harmony who can both buff and do damage, like significant damage, could be really, really broken. I mean, we'll see J combats. I don't think so, though. Like, I have hope since they switched Aglaya's E2 to her E1, and they gave the Herda's Eidolons a buffs twice. Like, I'm confident they don't mind leaving it at E1. At the end of the day, what matters is that it's an Eidolon and they make more money from it. I think if anything, the thing that might get nerfed is his light cone and not his Eidolon. Because his light cone gives him 3 different buffs. Yeah, E2 Fei Xiao would go crazy with Triby. Dev's afraid of making another Robin? I think they genuinely are. Because the issue is, like, when you make a Harmony even stronger than Robin, then that just means people are going to run that Harmony alongside Robin. And the only way you can really power creep Robin is by making a character that gives, like, action advance even more often than her. which would completely break the balance of this game. Because this is just a hypothetical scenario, but if someone were better than Robin at like action, advancing, and buffing at the same time, you might be able to like hypothetically just use Robin ult, then use ult on the other character who's better, and like you just keep going back and forth and you just never get through a cycle. Like they have to be very careful with balancing something like that. Because then, like, it could get to a point where there's just infinite 0 cycles. Funny how you say that, considering Hoyo made better Sparkle, but man and more investment. The blood pool thing sounds cool. I wonder if the UI... Yeah, the blood pool thing does sound really cool. But My Day's E1 just sounds like such a huge quality of life in his Lycone too. Yeah, that could be possible, Buzz. They probably could still do another Robin that party pushes, but maybe just for certain paths / elements. That's as well possible, yeah. Just blocking it off from harmonies. But then again, I'm saying better Robin. So they probably wouldn't be better Robin if they had restrictions like that. What's his E1 do? His E1 gives him defense ignore when he uses his ult or skill, I believe. Or maybe just in general. I think it's the ult and enhanced skill, though. And basically, the blood pool, how the blood pool works is that it's scaled off of how much HP My Day loses or consumes. So that's how the blood pool works. It's just how much damage or health has My Day lost or taken. However, with the E1, healing him counts towards the blood pool as well. So you can now spam heal him and get him to max out his blood pool faster, allowing him to then immediately action forward and do damage. So that's why the E1 is kind of broken. Aside from the defense ignore that apparently gives, you now have a second way to like buff his blood pool. It's just like a huge quality of life change, basically. I think it should just be in his base kit, but maybe that's just too strong. Who knows? Whoa, yeah, it should be really strong. And then with the light cone. So this is why in my previous video that I did a little bit ago with My Day, going over his leak kit, the reason why E1, S1 in specific is so broken is because with the E1, healing counts towards his blood pool. And then with the S1, he gets a healing boost %. So any heals he gets boosted if he has his light cone. So that's why the E1 S1 My Day combo is looking like really, really strong. He's probably going to be able to get into like his blood pool state like incredibly easy with E1 S1. Cough, cough, Aglaya. Aglaya with her E1 S1 is also a really good fucking combo. E1 fugue thing all over again? Yeah. It's like a huge quality of life change. I wish I can get 2 My Days in my temples. Let's hope Hoyo doesn't molest my luck. Hey, good luck, man. I'm also going to see if maybe I can get lucky and maybe get his E1. I'll probably go to like 40 or 50 pity, max 60 to see if I can get an E1. And if I don't, I'll just save it for casters. I don't think anyone is pulling for Luocha. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, you might have, like, unless you already own Ling Sha, like, Ling Sha is just a way better probably pull than Luocha. Because Ling Sha can heal way more than Luocha. Like, I've already explained it before, but, like, Ling Sha can use her E, heal, then Fu Yuan takes a turn, which does a heal, then she ults, which also heals, and then Fu Yuan gets advanced forward, which is another heal. Like, I don't think there's anyone who can heal as much as Ling Sha in the game currently. Yeah, you could probably also use Luocha 100%. I mean, the leakers, I don't know how serious this is, but there was a like thing going around that apparently the leaker said Luocha isn't enough to sustain my day, but maybe if you run like double sustain, it isn't an issue anymore. So you run like my day Gallagher or something. Really like my day. Hope they don't mess up his kit too much. Me neither, man. I really like him. It is a bit of a scam. I mean, I won't say it's a scam actually. You know what? I won't say Fugue Z1 is a scam for the sole reason that I think it's a little too broken to put that in her base kit. Like E1 Fugue is absolutely huge. Like 50% weakness break efficiency increase is actually like very, very significant. Like alongside the buff she already gives her break. I think it'd be a bit too much to put in the base kit. Yeah, Linkshot gets her ult incredibly fast. Because I think she gets the same amount of energy no matter like whether it's a basic or a normal one. And every time you hit with Linkshot, you feel like half the ult bar. It's incredibly easy. Fugue had to be just a tiny bit better than HMC. That's why they gave her useless buffs and locked the efficiency behind E1. Yeah. Like, realistically, the only way I see it, like them adding the E1 in a way into her base kit, was her ult. Like, let's all be honest, her ult is the most underwhelming part of her kit. They just could have made it to where it's like a debuff where enemies just take more toughness damage by 50%. Like, that would have made more sense. But that would have also been pretty decently broken, I'm not gonna lie, so. But yeah, like that kind of makes sense if it applied like ult as a debuff. Bro, the element ignore has added so late because the devs realize how shit she is base. I don't think Fugue is that bad base. I'm pretty sure she's really good. It's just that E1 Fugue is like a different level of good. Like carrying every single break team good. I get what you guys are saying though. Like 100%, it would have felt way better if she had that E1 in her base kit. But I do think that's like in the territory of like too strong. Like that, it's literally just straight up Ruan Mei power creep on the break team. Like I'm not gonna lie, it'd probably be better to run Fugue and HMC together than like Fugue and Ruan Mei if you have Fugue Z1 in the base kit, and that would be like a bit too much. Because HMC is still a bigger overall damage increase, even compared to Fugue, I'm pretty sure. So, especially compared to Ruan Mei, it becomes even bigger. At least for the super break guys. I think Boot Hill might benefit more from having Ruan Mei than HMC. But I'm pretty sure Rappa and Firefly specifically benefit more from HMC than Ruan Mei. Yeah, with her E1. Nihility for no reason. I mean, there's some def shred or def reduction, I think. If they didn't give Fugue the buffs they did, literally no one would pull due to HMC. Nah, I agree. HMC is already like a really fucking good unit. Only thing is Herbin Himiko buff and HMC sidekick, yeah. Like I've seen Fugue Himikos going crazy in the current Pure Fiction. Like it's insane. Like you probably won't be able to do it next Pure Fiction because they're making the damage buff like way lower, but still it's like really really strong. I love her design, but her kit is just disappointing for me personally. Yeah. Fugue does have like a really really good design, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna treat Fugue better. Like I thought she was gonna be significantly better than HMC, right? Like I thought it would be like a noticeable difference, like how you guys are saying, like E1 in the base kit levels, but it is a tiny bit more underwhelming than I expected. Though I don't really care because I don't have a single break team on my account. E1 S1 May without a single break team. Extra toughness bars, what you're pulling for quick. Yeah. The exo toughness is like the real seller. Because that allows like that allows like E0 boot heals to hit for like a milli. And Fireflies to hit like 700k at E0. What's with the Fugue's legs? Don't worry. A lot of us love Fugue. She's fine. It's just that people, you know, with how power creepy this game is, people like to have like a really strong character that can solidify its presence, because if not, it kind of feels like they wasted their pulls. Power creep has people scared to death in this game, man. People genuinely, like, so many people are just scared. Not me, I'm Fugue's biggest up. Don't let me catch her roaming the streets. Jeez, man, what'd she do to you? Is that ever that serious? Her mid-air dance doesn't do much other than being pretty. I mean, I agree. That ult is literally like completely useless, but I mean, it has its uses. It's just a very, very underwhelming ult. Like, I was saying this literally during Fugue's beta when I was making videos on her. Like, it would have made sense if, like, her ult just applied a debuff to where they just took more break effect or super break damage. Like, that would have made the most sense. Yeah, power creep so bad that people are thinking units gonna... Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone... Like, when Yun Li released... I don't think anyone recommended a pull for Yun Li at all. Like, Yun Li came out right before Fei Chao, and before her was Firefly and Acheron. It was so bad. Like, I think Yun Li had a pretty dead patch, I'm not gonna lie. If a new character isn't better than, like, all the previous ones in a way, then, like... it just goes to shit. I remember Fei Xiao getting Doom posted, bro. Like Fei Xiao and Ling Xiao got Doom posted more than Fei Xiao 100%. But I remember being called a glazer for saying that Fei Xiao would be stronger than Acheron. Like every single video made out on Fei Xiao was like, oh, it's the leaks. What do you mean she might be better than Acheron? Like, oh my goodness. Back then, I was reading my comments like every single video I made, like every day. And I was taking some of them seriously. So it was genuinely like taking its toll on me reading that shit. Like, people can never comprehend a character being power crept when they're the epitome of it until it happens. Like, until Hoyo decides it. I'm going to play Sternova with my friends. See you guys. See you later, Dark. Thanks for stopping by. Remember you kind of said Fei Xiao wouldn't be that good? Or maybe no, I don't think I ever said Fei Xiao wasn't going to be good. I remember getting slack for saying she would be good. And, like, possibly better than Acheron. I usually always say that there's a chance things could change during leaks. But I usually am, like, very, like, unapologetically honest. Like, whether people like it or not. Like, I think that Sparkle shit kind of proves my point. Like, even if the majority disagrees with me, I'll still give my opinion on shit. I actually missed the fact that you could ult at max stacks with her, but it was not that bad. Yeah, I forgot about that. You used to have to do, like, a max stack ult. Or you used to be able to. It gets stronger the more stacks you had. Some people refuse to believe leaks sometimes, right? Yeah. It's just like, yeah, but most of the time it's cope. Like, I'll see the exact same people on board with leaks when it's like a character that they want to be strong. And then when it's a character that, like, could be stronger than someone they already have or like, they'll be, like, the exact same person will come in my comments like, hey, it's just leaks, you know. I wouldn't take leaks too seriously at the end of the day. My Acheron will probably continue to be the strongest. Like, it's like, oh my goodness, man. Ling Shaw, for example, yeah, Ling Shaw was the worst case. I think Ling Shaw genuinely had the worst case of Doom posting ever, solely because of how good Gallagher was. Like, they were like 10% better than Gallagher. Oh, my Firefly team is already strong. Why would I pull for Ling Shaw even if she does do more damage? I'm just going to skip and keep using my Gallagher. And, like, it's just the most poorly aged argument of all time. You can never have too much damage in this game. With how bad the power creep is, there's no such thing as, like, oh, I'm not going to pull a character because they make my comp too strong. Like, it does not work like that anymore. For me, instead of saying it's just leaks, I would say it's Chover. She was doing 700k at max stacks back then? Yeah, it was crazy. Like, Ling Shaw the side grade only if you have E6 Gallagher, damn. I mean, to be fair, Ling Shaw did end up getting a lot more value with the break teams and, like, this upcoming meta with the HP scaling characters and Rappa. But still, like, I think anyone could have predicted that, like, she was going to be really good, even in the league stage. Like, they saw Ling Shaw on, like, break teams, like, hitting 200-300k on a follow-up. And they're like, yeah, my Gallagher does that. Like, no, no, the fuck he doesn't. Be honest. Like, no, the fuck he doesn't, man. I agree, Sugar, but like, that's something I have to get used to. Like, sometimes I forget. Like, I'm kind of an unk at this point. And like, even though the majority of the people who watch me are, what's it called? At least like late teens. I went into my statistics and like around 10% are like under 13 or like around 13. So I do have to be careful because like that's usually, the culprit for those types of like comments and shit. Aren't you like 20? Yeah, I'm 20. Nah, I'd emotionally judge. Nice ones then. Lingshaw one cycle with a 4 cost team. Yeah, she's insane, man. Like, she's genuinely insane. I can't wait to see like Tribby like 4 or 5 cost teams clearing MOC. Maybe it'll be possible. That'll be a lot more fun to watch, I feel like. I personally don't really want to pull for Tribby, but I'm sure the videos that'll come out of her are pretty interesting. Same brother, we unks together. Hey, we're in this together, man. We're both growing old. Although I quite like it personally. Can't wait for gameplay leaks on my King and Queen My Day and Casterus. Yup. I'm really excited for My Days, man. I'm really excited for My Day. He's so fucking badass. You need money to play gacha, so mostly already employed people, yeah. I acknowledge Linkshot the day I heard people doing better clears than Firefly on Critshaw. Yeah, it was crazy. Especially on the Bandemic boss. Bro, like the Jade Linkshot combo goes insane on that. I was watching one of those videos of Mr. Pokey's like whale wars. And in one of them, I think a person used Rappa for the Bandemic boss. And then another person used an E6S5 like Linkshot Jade combo. And one used E6S5 Rappa. And the E6S5 Linkshot Jade combo like completely blew Rappa out of the water. Like, it was actually crazy. I've never seen something like that before. Link Chaw's E1 is broken, to be fair. It is. It's one of the most broken E1s in the game. Adding 20% defense down to any broken enemy is absolutely diabolical. Like, in my opinion, that's way more broken than Ruan Maze. Because Ruan Maze relies on, what's it called? Her ult, like her ult uptime. But that E1 is literally, like, always active on a break team. As well as the fact that she herself helps get rid of the toughness bar more. I can copy Maru. Who shall I pull for on my HSR return? If you're just returning now and you really want to pull for someone, I think the Herd is a decent pull. The Herd is like one of the most free-to-play friendly DPSs in the game. Can't decide between Robin E1 or Linkshot E1 at this point. I mean, I'd personally just recommend Robin E1 100%. The only reason I said Ling Sha has like a better value than Robin in a way is if you don't already own Ling Sha because of the HP scaling meta in my day. But if you already own Ling Sha, I think it's like obviously E1 Robin. Herda has the lowest zero cycle potential? Really? You think so? I've seen sustainless Herdas go pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I, in fact, do not own Ling Sha. Oh, then I'd probably get Ling Sha if you plan to get, like, My Day or Castress. Otherwise, she isn't exactly necessary. Because after them, I don't think we're going to get any more HP scaling characters. But if you're going to go for an HP scaling character, probably get Ling Sha. Oh, yeah, that's true, Alado. Yeah, it is true. I saw a free-to-play team E0S0 Herda do a zero cycle on the new 9 million HP boss. Like, I think it was Gallagher. Actually, no. Was it sustainless? I don't remember. But there's also other cycles. Like, Herda is one of the best scaling sustainless characters in the game. When the Herda comes out, I'll go for E1 S1 Jade, E1 S1 Robin, and Ling Sha. Jeez. You're getting that premium team. You're getting that premium team. You're going to be shredding through everything. Gabby, if I go for My Day, could I go for My Day even knowing that I don't have any sustains that heal? No. I'm going to be honest, no. Like, you're going to need Ling Sha if you're going for My Day, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to hold you. Like, you know it's an issue when they're saying Luocha might not be good enough to sustain My Day. Don't understand how excited I am for My Day. Like, Greek mythos was everything for me back in the day. For me, it isn't even so much of the Greek mythos. It's just that My Day is extremely similar to Kratos for me. Like, for people who don't know, the first game I literally, like, ever played in my entire life, like, actual video game, was God of War. And he has these same red marks. He has, like, the Spartan background. Like, he's just so... I love it, man. I played God of War when I was, like, 5 years old or something. On my uncle's PS3. Or PS2. I don't remember which one. Step Leaker leaked Brant that he can heal himself and remove crowd control? Oh, really? I got Ling Sha but don't care for My Day? Hey, Ling Sha's still an amazing pull without even thinking about My Day anyways. She's the best sustain for Herda right now as well. Your uncle's cool? He is. He's always been like a gamer. I even saw him on Fortnite today. Like, he was on my friends list. I haven't seen him play Fortnite in a long ass time. But yeah, he's been like a huge gamer for a long time. He's actually the reason I ever got into games and like learning all that stuff. I used to be a lot more of an outside kid and an extrovert. But like later down in my life, I literally became the exact opposite. I thought she was the best fit for Firefly. Who, Ling Sha? She is. For a sustain, she definitely is. Does Fu Xuan have synergy with My Day? Because she can increase max HP to My Day when scale with HP. I don't think Fu Xuan would be anywhere near good enough to heal My Day. I think the problem with My Day is that he literally needs to be constantly healed. Like, constantly. Like, Fu Xuan kind of has a cooldown, but, like, he needs to be constantly healed. Like, you guys have to remember, he's supposed to have, like, 25k HP. So that means his drain, like, his HP drain for his attacks is going to scale to the exact same as his high-ass max HP. So he's going to need someone who's going to heal, like, every turn they get. Yeah. Not gonna lie, forget Robin E1. I need Ling Shaw for My Day immediately. Yeah, if you plan on playing for My Day, 100% Ling Shaw. In 4.x, we are getting Luffy. The One Piece is real. I wish Luffy would come in here, man. Luffy's one of my favorite characters. I work at Hoyoverse. They are making Arlon do 99 million damage with base attacks. Just want to let you guys know. Thank you for letting us know, Jay. Thank you for letting us know. I'm glad Arlon, peak Lon, will finally be the epitome of DPS in this game. Too many people have been sleeping on him. I'm so fucked if I don't pull Ling Shaw. I mean, you could wait until I think like maybe around 3.3. We might get a limited sustain around 3.3. But that's like a maybe. Like, I don't think there's any confirmation. And you'd also have to wait 3 more patches. So... Or is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, and then 3.3. So 4 patches. Alright, guys. It's getting late now. I was originally going to make the stream only like an hour. But at this point, I'm just going to completely end it. I'm really, really tired. Thanks for all of you stopping by. It was nice having some conversations with you guys. I'm going to go to sleep now. Have a good day. Have a good night.